Another horror story out of Columbia University. Columbia University, I told you about this course. Columbia University has now authorized a course, sanctioned a course, on the history of Zionism by Joseph Mossad. Joseph Mossad is a professor at Columbia who celebrated October 7th. He is going to teach a course on Zionism. And there was an appeal to the administration, and the administration has reaffirmed that they are committed to having Joseph Mossad teach the course. In response, Professor Lawrence Rosenblatt resigned from the university. And this is the letter he wrote, and I want to read you the letter that he wrote to basically the leadership of Columbia University. I hereby resign my position as a member of the Columbia University faculty effective immediately. I do so in response to learning and seeing listed on the Columbia class registry that a course on Zionism and the State of Israel will be taught this coming semester by Joseph A. Mossad, who has advocated for the destruction of the State of Israel and celebrated the October 7th attacks. This would be akin to having a white nationalist teach about the U.S. civil rights movement and the struggle for black equality, or having a climate denier teach that the impact of global warming, or the misogynist teach about feminism. While Mossad has a right to think what he thinks and speak what he believes, Columbia has a responsibility to teach objectively and fairly. At best, perhaps, one could tolerate a class on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict co-taught from many diverse Israeli-Palestinian perspectives, though not by someone who advocates for the eradication of a group of people. It's called genocide, by the way. But that is not what is happening here. Columbia has lost not only its moral compass, but its intellectual one. Over the past 15 months, I stayed to teach because I believed the institution was not aligned with the hateful and destructive values of some who teach and study here, and that by staying, I would not be ceding the academy to those who spew evil, but instead be a model for thoughtful, responsible, and professional learning. However, the institution of Columbia, in officially sanctioning this class and this professor, has harmed the academy it once was. As it is gone, I cannot remain. My hope is that Columbia will correct this travesty, and if so, I would be open to returning. Until then, and having ensured my responsibilities have been completed for the semester just ending, I hereby resign with sadness, anger, pride, and conviction. Lawrence Muzzy Rosenblatt, Adjunct Professor of International and Public Affairs, School of International and Public Affairs, Columbia University. Now, that takes a lot of courage. That is what it means to stop sanctioning your enemies and to stop sanctioning the sanctioners. Uncle Agate talked about this in his brilliant talk last summer. Columbia University, by sanctioning this course, is committing an evil. And by staying and teaching at Columbia University, knowing that your institution is sanctioning an evil, you are sanctioning a sanctioner. And you are sanctioning evil. Imagine if 100 professors at Columbia University resigned over this. Imagine if students quit the university, parents stop paying tuition, donors stop giving the university money. Imagine if people said, we refuse to sanction the sanctioners. We refuse to sanction Columbia University for sanctioning this professor. I think that's the kind of theme of Atlas Shrugged. I think that's kind of the theme of Ayn Rand's final talk at New Orleans. Stand up for what you believe and stop sanctioning these evil actions by people within institutions that you're associated with. Walk away. I don't know Lawrence Rosenblatt. He's probably pretty left. I probably don't agree with him on pretty much anything or most things. Right? But here I'm 100% with him. And I wish more faculty joined him. And the more faculty joined him, the more change would happen. The more you're going to have change happen. So, yeah, good for him. This is the fact that this guy's teaching this course on Israel is just despicable. If you give money to Colombia, stop. Don't give them a dime. And if you're giving money to your alma mater generally, check to see what they're teaching. Otherwise, you too are sanctioning evil. Might be sanctioning evil, depending on what indeed they are teaching.